Welcome to our podcast, where we cover unique and interesting stories for you. In this episode, we will discuss ISRO's parachute test for safe astronaut water landings. The Indian Space Agency has been carrying out developmental work towards its maiden human spaceflight mission Gaganyaan. On one hand, while the work is progressing towards human rating the country's largest rocket LVM-3 to be able to carry astronauts, efforts are underway to ensure that the astronauts land safely on the water. In order to fulfill the latter objective, ISRO recently conducted a parachute-based test meant to be used for mission Gaganyaan. Conducted by ISRO's lead facility, Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, the test was carried out in Uttar Pradesh in northern India. In close coordination with the Indian Air Force, Indian Army and Defense Research Development Organization, known as the Integrated Main Parachute Airdrop Test, or IMAT, the crew module deceleration system was tested at the Babina Field Fire Range in the Jhansi district of Uttar Pradesh. Objects in low Earth orbit travel at speeds over 27,000 meters per hour, and this applies to the Gaganyaan crew module carrying Indian astronauts as well. On re-entering the denser parts of the Earth's atmosphere, the capsule will be encountering temperatures of several thousand degrees centigrade and will slow down considerably. Even then, the rapidly falling object would have to be further slowed down from hundreds of kilometers per hour to around 10 kilometers per hour, a safe landing speed for splashing down at sea. It is for this important purpose of slowing down the rapidly falling capsule that the parachutes are being tested. According to ISRO, the Gaganyaan crew module comprises a total of 10 parachutes. In flight, the parachute sequence starts with deployment of 2 nose-stars of apex cover separation parachutes, followed by 2 nose-stars of drogue parachute deployment to stabilize and bring down the velocity. Upon drogue parachute release, 3 nose-stars of pilot chute will be used to extract 3 nose-stars of main parachute individually to reduce the speed of the crew module to safe levels during its landing. 2 of the 3 main chutes are sufficient to land the astronauts on Earth, and the third is redundant, ISRO said. The recent test was a simulation wherein the main parachute fails to open, and how the landings were carried out under such a scenario. ISRO said a 5-ton dummy mass, equivalent to the crew module mass, was taken to an altitude of 2.5 kilometers and dropped using the Indian Air Force IL-76 heavy lift transporter aircraft. 2 small pyro-based motor-deployed pilot parachutes then pulled the main parachutes. The fully inflated main parachutes reduced the payload speed to a safe landing speed, as the entire sequence lasted about 2 to 3 minutes, and the payload mass landed softly on the ground. The design and development of the parachute-based deceleration system for the crew module is a joint venture between the Indian Space Research Organization and the Defense Research and Development Organization. SpaceX's operational Dragon capsule, which carries astronauts and cargo to space and returns them back to Earth via water landing, also uses a similar multi-parachute system to slow down the human-carrying capsule and ensure its safe landing. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments. Stay connected for more exciting discussions and updates in our next podcast.